Hey guys, me yo Superstar, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's the Black Series Jabba the Hutt, and it looks absolutely awesome. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. He's so cool. So I got this recently off my one of our Star Wars groups, the Star Wars Black Series Community UK group. Please check us out on Facebook. I got this from one of the members on there, and he is awesome. I'm so happy to have him. He's going to be so looked after in my collection. I'm about over the moon to finally have this guy. You guys have known he's been on my list for a long time as one of my figures that I needed to own as a part of my completion of the Black Series collection. So I'm happy to have him in my hands now. And let's jump straight in and take a closer look at this awesome Jabba the Hutt. No background setup today because, well, he's just too damn big for the background. He is absolutely huge. This tail span is massive. So the first thing to note about him is if you move his arms up and down, they do kind of control the mechanism in his mouth. Oop, sort of down on that side. And yeah, if you move his arms down, that makes the mouth move up and down. If you're to force that mouth up, you can get it to go to about there, but it won't go up all the way. So literally you've got the movement of those arms to make that mouth mechanism move up and down. It's a shame that you can't get the mouth to fully shut. Obviously, Jabba the Hutt doesn't sit there with his mouth just gaping open, but, you know, hey-ho. His arms do rotate at the little sort of swivel hinge there, and there's also a little ball joint in the hands as well. His hands can grip things, they have little grips, so that's pretty cool, and his arms lift outwards and can rotate there, but that like I say, you can hear the clicking of the mechanics inside. That is controlling the mouth mechanism, so you're going to want to be careful when clicking around with that. Ooh. There we go. So yeah, be careful with that. Now, you can rotate him as well, but I don't know why you would want to, because obviously this shaded pattern here runs all the way down his belly. Once you turn him that way, obviously he's like a slug, so if you turned that way, the whole belly would have turned as well, if that makes sense. So it feels weird just to turn this upper top bit. I don't know what use that would ever be, as you kind of want to keep that all in line to keep it accurate, if that makes sense. You can't really have him facing forwards like he does in New Hope or anything, just because it would look so out of place. This figure still holds up to this day, in my opinion, as a great figure to have in the collection. I've got a feeling this is going to get recreated with, obviously, Return of the Jedi is literally around the corner with their anniversary products. So I can definitely see them recreating this, although it's going to be hard to try and try and beat it. So I think they will literally just give us a similar version to this, if not a repack, with a few characters thrown in. But yeah, some great movement available here on him, and he's just such a great character. But I do have Slave Leia, so let's go and get Slave Leia to place with him. So there we go. Needed Slave Leia with him, definitely. Yeah, we definitely didn't need a new face sculpt on that Leia, though. Jesus. You can tell the age on it. But yeah, he looks good. And obviously, you can't, have Jabba without his little henchman there as well. So, yeah, I'm happy. I can't wait. I need to make a proper display because I do have, obviously, Han Solo and Carbonite, Boba Fett. I have the characters that go with this. So, very happy to definitely see Jabba the Hutt in my 6-inch collection. He looks awesome. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put him on the shelf, but I need to find room for this bad boy. He looks too amazing not to display, to be honest. He is great. By the way, you can get him to hold her chain as well if you get the posing just right. You can sort of get him to grasp onto the chain. The chain should be a little bit longer there. I'm very tempted to change that piece out for a longer one, just so you can have it like a bit more relaxed. It is a little bit short, but you can get him to hold the chain. And yeah, it's cool to see these two together. Obviously, I've had Slave Leia for such a long time from when I was in Florida. I picked her up years ago in Disney World, and yeah, you just can't find her anymore. So I'm really happy to have her, especially now I've got Jabba. Just great to see them side by side. And the paint apps on Jabba are amazing. He does have like a very soft, rubbery feel to him, which gives him the texture that you want for Jabba the Hutt. His eyes look very cool. I just wish the eyes were able to, like, you know, like the mouth moves. I wish the eyes sort of blinked. Maybe that could have been the next best thing as well. If they do remake him in the future, I would love to see them remake it with like this part that pops off, so we can change the head. Because I would like a version of Jabba the Hutt where he's like dead and like where he's been choked, so I can actually put, instead of having Leia down here, you can have Leia like on the back of him, like pulling the chains, and have her as the Hutt Slayer Leia rather than just the Slave Leia, if that makes sense. Because modern day they don't call her Slave Leia; she's now known as the Hutt Slayer Leia. So yeah, I think that could be a way of getting her back, maybe having her as the Hutt Slayer, an interchangeable head to show him sort of being choked out, maybe. It would also be cool to get some of those little things that he puts in, those like frog things he eats. I remember in the films he like eats. Is it like it's like a frog thing similar to what Grogu eats, right? And he's like throwing them in, and that's why he's like salivating. That'd be cool to see as well. Either way, great addition to the collection. Cannot believe I now own one. Paint apps on him are beautiful. Just such a good overall figure that still holds up to this day. But guys, what are your thoughts on this figure? Let us know in the comments down below. But let's head on back to the main cam and finish off this video. So guys, what are your thoughts on Jabba the Hutt? Let us know in the comments down below. How do you think they could improve the figure if they were to remake him going forward? I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Did you like my thoughts about the changeable heads, maybe? Also, I'm thinking, like, if they ever re-released him, it could be part of a 3-pack. They could literally, because I doubt he'd ever sell at mass retail, and it's more of a Star Wars collectible than a kid's toy. So I wouldn't expect him to sell mass at retail. And Hasbro don't like releasing Slave Leia products anymore. And obviously we're all crying out for a new Slave Leia and a new Oola. So for me, the easiest thing to do would be to give us Jabba, and then a Slave Leia and an Oola in the same box with new sculpts, and because they could basically have the same body, it'd just be new faces. And just like then you could just add the cloth mesh net outfit to Oola as like a cloth piece, maybe. That would keep the toolings down, because then you'd only need the 2 faces. That could be a way of doing it, and obviously include them as a 3-pack with Jabba. Make it a Comic-Con exclusive or something. Bob's your uncle, there you go, easy done. That's how I would do it. Because I understand, obviously, the connotations of Slave Leia nowadays. You can't really use that word slave anymore. Obviously, that's why they changed the name of Boba Fett's ship and everything. I believe that's why they did it anyway. Obviously, now it's known as the... What do they call it? This... I can't... What do they call it? The Spitfire or something? I had a weird name. But yeah. Oh, dear. But what are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy today's video, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us. It really helps us out and helps us to keep making awesome videos like this. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, may the Force be with you. Bye!